Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about admissions. Most patients tend to get admitted through A&E, but on System 1 there are other ways for patients to be admitted too. I'll give you a scenario. Maybe you saw Rachel White in clinic and you realize that Rachel needs to go onto the ward. This is a common scenario, for example, in maternity. Instead of her going back to A&E, we can admit her right here using System 1. On your toolbar, you'll see a button that says Admit. When you select it, you'll get a patient registration pop-up. Here we're going to search for Rachel White's name. And we're also going to search for her date of birth, which is the 19th of March, 1994. I'm going to select Search. And once this is the Rachel White I'm looking for, I can click Select. I'm going to get these pop-ups because basically the system is opening Rachel White's record. Now the system is going to ask me to record an incoming referral for Rachel. This is because I have to write a referral that says Rachel needs to be admitted on this particular service. Now you don't have to fill out everything on this form, but there's some mandatory areas. So 1, referral source, meaning who's the referral coming from. 2, referred to, and all you have to pick here is a specialty. 3, admission method, meaning how is she coming into the hospital. Once you fill those out, you can move on. So let's start with referral source. So I'm going to pick primary care, but there are other options as well. In referred to, I'm going to say what specialty she's actually going to be admitted under. In this case, I'm going to pick internal medicine. I want you to notice here that there's a word that says unplanned admission and it is checked. Also, this is admission method. I'm going to say how she came in. So is it from outpatient clinic, elective, direct to ward from another health facility, or was it a birth? I'm going to select outpatient clinic and click OK. If I have any notes on the referral, I can type that here. I can also add attachments as well. I'm going to select OK. And I'm going to get a third pop-up. So far what we've done is we've found Rachel on the system and we've written a referral for her to be admitted to the ward. Now we actually have to admit her. So this is the pop-up for that. Here we'll be picking who's admitting her. So where's the admission coming from? We'll also be choosing what specialty she's going under and what ward she'll be admitted to. So let's start with admission source. When I select it, I can say where is she coming from? Is it her usual place of residence, a temporary place of residence, state, public space, her job or school? I'm going to select usual place of residence. I can also choose a treatment code. And this is just general categories that she'll be admitted under. So I can pick internal medicine, for example. And then we're going to talk about admitted to ward. So we need to choose what ward she should actually show up on. When I click my magnifying glass, I'm going to get a very familiar pop-up, which is our location search. And I can search for the particular ward I want her to be admitted on. In this case, I want it to be Ward 3, internal medicine. And I'm going to select OK. If she was boarding on that ward, but she really belonged to a different ward, I could select patient is an outlier. But we're not going to do that for right now. If I have any notes around her admission, maybe if I have some little instructions, I can put that here. And I can select OK. At this point, Rachel is admitted, but if you want to make sure that she actually did make it onto the ward on the system, we can go to our ward view and we can go to internal medicine. You can see that Rachel White is here. So she's admitted on the ward, however, she has not been put on a bed yet. But that will happen soon. So to recap,
When you want to do an unplanned admission for a patient, but we don't want them going through A&E, we can use our Admit button in our toolbar. Through that button, we'll be asked to search for the patient's name, write a referral for the patient, choose the ward they're going to be admitted to, and then admit them. There's something else I'd like to show you though. This Admit button is active once a patient record isn't open. Once a patient record is open, it will become grayed out. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to pick a patient. It doesn't matter which patient, and open their record. Once I do that, if you notice, this Admit button is grayed out. So what that means is that if you saw that patient in clinic, you'd have to save their notes and exit out of their record in order to do your unplanned admission. Thank you very much for watching.